Hello. So far I haven't ever discussed any equipment that I'm using or done any equipment reviews on my channel. Anybody that does follow me knows that I'm pretty much a weekend hacker who likes to try to do these classic rock cover songs and see how good I can do them, which is probably probably a hit or miss thing. But I decided to put this video together because I wanted to share my experience with using the X5 or Xvive, I guess it's called, U2 wireless system right here. Not sure how this will show up, whether it will focus or not, but at any rate, in particular, with using it with electric or acoustic electric guitars and using them with active pickups. Uh, and just a little background, I wanted to get a wireless system mainly because I got tired of having issues with chords like this or ending up like this after a few months, and just wanted the freedom of not having a chord. And when I did my search and looked around at a couple systems, looking at my budget, the Xvive seemed to meet my budget. There are several high-end systems that cost a lot of money where I guess if you're playing professionally and you're playing out all the time, they're probably worth getting. But I just wanted something to basically use, in my house. Well, doing my research, I found out, for example, if you go to Sweetwater's website, I found out that it says do not use with active pickups. In fact, if you go to the back of the box, it says the U2 is suited for all electric string instruments with passive pickups. Performance with active pickups will vary depending on the type of pickup. So with that said, I decided to take my chance and get it anyway. I figured if it's not going to work with the electric acoustics I have, I do play regular electric guitar, I could at least use it on that. So I got it, I guess it was maybe about a year and a half ago, and just to cut to the chase, I really haven't had any issues. I had one little minor glitch where I played live, and I'll talk about that maybe a little towards the end. But other than that, for using this inside my house, I haven't had an issue. And just to go over some of the features, again, I'm not a professional reviewer here either. There's plenty of YouTube videos on that you can watch that talk about this, but not so many of them talk about it with active pickups. But at any rate, it says the range is up to 70 feet. I will say that's probably true. When I'm pretending I'm a rock star and I'm walking around in this room here and I get 20, 30 feet away, I've even walked down the hall. I've never had an issue with it. It says the latency is 6 milliseconds. I'll be damned if I could freaking tell. Probably using a chord is probably a few milliseconds as well. Let's see what else. 5-hour battery life, and I will say I feel like I rarely charge this thing. I've probably played at least 2-3 hours. Maybe I play an hour, take a break, play another hour or so, and I've gone days without charging it. I don't know. I have not tested whether it actually is 5 hours, but I do know it seems to last a pretty good long time, at least for my needs. And as far as charging it, when I have gotten it down to 0, I think it fully charges probably in an hour and a half. Most of the time I never get it down that low, and I think within about 20 minutes it's charged up. But again, overall my experience has been very good with it. And again, I did want to demonstrate, because I have a handful of electric acoustic guitars with active pickups. I also have a Fender jazz bass with active pickups, and in a minute I'll go through each one and show you that. Okay, so I'm going to give a little demonstration of each of my acoustic electric guitars with active pickups, and just show you basically that it that it works. I'll show you my Fender Jazz Bass, which has active pickups, and demo that as well. But first, I guess, just to go through the recording process, what I'm doing here is basically I'm taking the Xvive transmitter, plugging it into the back of my guitar, turn it on, turn on the receiver, and I guess I'll just show you my recording process. So it's basically going from the guitar transmitter to the receiver. Then I have a Fishman loud box amp. I have the volume shut down on here, but I'm going direct out into my Zoom X5 portable recorder. So I got the line going into, I think I'm going into line 1 here. And then I have I actually have a little condenser overhead mic so you can hear me in case the camera mic doesn't turn out too well. I'm in an untreated room, by the way, which you're probably going to hear the sound of the room as I'm talking. But anyway, so that's my setup. So let me put my headphones on here so I can hear what you're hearing. And I'm not going to torture anybody with my playing. But first, so let me just tell you, this Ovation guitar, I think it's a collector series. I got it in 1989. Obviously, I still kept it. And the pickup system is OP24. And I got everything set to flat. No EQ, no compression or anything. So it's completely flat. And so let me just strum a couple chords here. Here we go. So obviously that works. By the way, there's a phase button on this amp, and I had this amp for 10 years. I've never pressed the phase button. I mean, I know what phase does. I just never thought I needed to. But anyway, the other day I pressed it, and I'm like, man, that sounds so much warmer. And that's brighter. Anyway, I guess it's a matter of preference. So that's the Ovation 1989 Collector Series Ovation with the kind of the rock and roll headstock on it. I think that's the only year they had that on here. So let me go to my next guitar. Get this out of the way. So my next guitar is a Martin, I guess it's OOC-1E. I got it, I guess, around maybe 1997. I don't think they make it anymore. The pickup system is a Fishman Prefix, I guess, maybe made in conjunction with Martin. I got everything set flat here. And do I have it on yet? I guess. Need a little more volume, huh? So that works. Here's with the phase. I'm not the best finger picker person. But anyway, that system works, so let's try the next guitar. If this gets to be too long between guitars, I might edit this the film here. But so this guitar is there we go. This guitar is a Taylor. It's a 316 limited edition, whatever the heck that means. I don't think it means much, but and the pickups are is the Taylor's, I guess, proprietary pickups, which is the Expression 2 system. So I know a lot of people own Taylor's. Obviously, people own Martins, but if you're wondering if it works for this guitar. So there you go. That's the Taylor with the Expression 2. No problem. Shut that off. Let's see, where the heck is this? So the next thing I'm going to try out is this Hofner acoustic electric Fender bass. I got it, I think, in the mid-90s. At the time, MTV Unplugged was very popular, and I guess I thought, man, cool, I got to go all acoustic and get a bass, even though I really can't play bass and I kind of suck at it. But so this system, it says, what the heck is it? It's a CE-B780. CE-B780 is the preamp in here. You know, I think the battery in here is probably like 25 years old. I rarely play this thing, and I'm not a bass player. Well, it's you. Using a pick, you got a little more attack, huh? Not bad. Anyway, that's the Hofner. And next we have Fender Jazz. Can I get this in here? Here we go. Fender Jazz with active pickups. So obviously it works with the Fender Jazz with active pickups, and again, I never had an issue. And I just want to show you one more, and then I'll kind of like summarize if you're still there. If you're interested in this pickup system, you'll probably still be there because you'll want to know. So this is not a guitar with active pickups. This is passive, but just to show you anyway. So this is a Taylor, what the heck is it? GSmini. By the way, I love this guitar. Great travel guitar. You know, and it's plays just like a regular guitar. It's just, you know, it's just shorter. So let's give this a shot. It may not be as loud. I may have to work on the sound when I mix this down, but let's see. I think I still got the phase button in. Let's hear it without. A little brighter. So it does work with this. The only issue I will say, since I'm talking about this guitar, sometimes I'll hear a slight little hum come through here. I don't hear it right now. And maybe I only notice it when there's a chord. Definitely I notice it with a chord, you know, and sometimes I put my finger on it, the hum would go away, but I don't hear it on here. So those are the guitars, and then I'll cut and I'll do a little summary, and that will be the end of this video. Okay, so just to summarize, as you saw and I demonstrated, all my acoustic electric guitars and my with, you know, active pickups and my bass with active pickups have all worked fine. Except I did say earlier I had one little issue. Now, I rarely play live. I'm just kind of a bedroom hack guy who likes to put up these YouTube videos. But last year, my sister asked me to play at this golf outing, this ladies' golf outing. And she asked me if I could play during when they were done playing golf during their happy hour. Where they were putting around the green and having their cocktails and all that. And the theme of her golf outing was to be like a camp, like a summer camp. So she had me dress up like I was a camp counselor, made me do like 4 or 5. She wanted me to do all songs, basically, all these kids songs. But I ended up doing like 5 or 6. Then I started doing regular songs. But at any rate, about halfway through, a couple times, and again, I was using the wireless system, a couple times I heard it cut out. I think I was doing the Doors, Light My Fire. That's one that kind of I remember. And all of a sudden it would cut out. And I don't really think it was so much an issue with the active pickup systems. When I was playing, just like I was demonstrating here, I was playing, I was sitting on the right side of my amp. I guess when you're looking at me, it's the left side. So I was playing, and the transmitter was over here, and the amp was over here, and the receiver was over here. And I was playing outside on a dreary day, and I think either maybe I got interference, but I actually think what was happening was I wasn't getting a clear signal because I was over on this side of it to the amp. That's my theory why it cut out. Other than that, I've never had any issues. Certainly never playing in my house. I've been using this system for about 1.5 years now. In fact, most of the YouTube videos that I've done, I usually record with a mic, and I usually record direct, and I'm always using this now. So overall, I would highly recommend this for the budget. I guess the only disclaimer I would say for my part, so you don't come back after me, this is my experience with the preamp systems and the guitars that I have. You may not have the same result. The manufacturer gives you a warning. I've never contacted the manufacturer. I suppose you could ask them, you know, because from what I'm reading on the back of the box, again, it says you may have an issue. But when I went to Sweetwater's website, it said it will not work. Well, that's not really true. Again, maybe it's just certain devices, or maybe it's more prone to interference. I don't think it will hurt your guitar. Certainly, I've had no issues at all. So again, I would recommend this for the budget player, and it's so great to have the freedom to not have a chord in front of you. I'll never go back after having the experience with this. So trying to think if I got anything else to say. No, I think that's it. So if anybody else has experience with this system, where maybe you had an issue with active pickups, feel free to leave a comment. And other than that, happy playing. Take care.